From the infamous hand of God to the blatant dive of Rivaldo, these are the 10 times football players were caught cheating. 10. Thierry Henry's handball for France versus Ireland. In the 2009 World Cup qualifying playoff between France and Ireland, Thierry Henry was involved in a controversial goal that denied Ireland a place in the finals. In the second leg, with the score at 1 on aggregate, Henry controlled the ball with his hand twice before crossing it to William Gallas, who scored the decisive goal. The referee did not spot the handball and allowed the goal to stand, despite the appeals of the Irish players. Henry admitted after the game that he had handled the ball, but said that it was not his fault that the referee did not see it. This incident tarnished Henry's image, and though there were calls to replay the game, the decision stood, with Henry becoming forever a villain in the eyes of the Irish. 9. Josie Altidore fouls himself. Let's rewind to the 2010 World Cup, where American soccer player Josie Altidore pulled off a remarkable bit of gamesmanship against Ghana's Andrew Ayew. Picture this. As the two were sprinting up the pitch, Altidore skillfully gave the impression that he had been fouled by Ayew. The result? A yellow card for Ayew, pushing him to his competition limit and ruling him out of Ghana's crucial quarter-final match. Unfortunately for the Africans, they lost that quarter-final to Uruguay in a penalty shootout. 4-2 after a 1-1 draw in regular time. Here's the kicker. Altidore's acting skills were so convincing that it led to Ayew's crucial suspension. However, upon closer inspection, it turns out Altidore had essentially fouled himself during that play. Talk about a plot twist in the theatre of football. 8. Suarez Dives. The infamous moment when Luis Suarez pulled off a masterful cheat to orchestrate the most epic comeback in Champions League history, La Remontada. Cast your mind back to that jaw-dropping 6-1 Barca comeback. Here's the twist. It shouldn't have unfolded that way. Barca, facing the monumental task of scoring at least 4 goals, seemed to have a secret plan up their sleeves. And if playing by the rules wasn't cutting it, Suarez was ready to resort to some theatrics. In a brilliant, albeit controversial move, Suarez took a dive and, lo and behold, the referee fell for it hook, line and sinker. Talk about a gullible ref unwittingly becoming a part of football history. Suarez's cheeky maneuver added an extra layer of drama to La Remontada, forever etching his name in the annals of football's most cunning moments. 7. Rivaldo's fake injury. That explosive sensation you get when you witness a Ronaldo or a Neymar collapse to the ground in pain at the first sign of an opponent's contact. When you double that by 10, you can approximate the emotions of Turkish supporters following their country's 2002 FIFA World Cup group stage encounter versus Brazil. In the 2002 World Cup group stage match between Brazil and Turkey, Rivaldo showed a shocking lack of sportsmanship that earned him a fine and a lot of criticism. In the dying moments of the game, with Brazil leading 2-1, Rivaldo was waiting to take a corner when a Turkish player kicked the ball towards him. Unsal, already on a yellow, was sent off as Rivaldo grabbed his face as if he had been hit in the head. The referee was fooled by the act and sent off the Turkish player, who was furious. Rivaldo later said that he was trying to waste time and that he did not regret his actions. 6. Sergio Busquets' Peekaboo. It's been said before, but sometimes it's as if professional footballers forget they're playing the most popular sport in the world. Regularly watched in the hundreds of millions and with cameras capturing every moment of the action. However, Sergio Busquets is one of those who has shown himself to either not mind the attention or that it simply slips his mind. The Spaniard's worst offence is by far the moment he peeked out from under his hands to see just how the referee had judged his diving effort in a Champions League tie with Inter. In the 2010 Champions League semi-final between Barcelona and Inter Milan, Sergio Busquets showed a lack of fair play that angered the Inter fans. In the first leg, with Inter leading 3-1, Busquets was involved in a scuffle with Thiago Motta, who pushed him in the chest. Busquets fell to the ground and covered his face with his hands as if he had been hit in the face. The referee showed Motta a red card, leaving Inter with 10 men. However, replays showed that Busquets had peeked through his fingers to see if the referee had fallen for his trick. 5. Robben Dives. Let's delve into the intriguing case of Arjen Robben during the 2014 World Cup when he played against Mexico. While his dive may not be as flagrant as some others, the slow-motion replay unveils a different story. Watch closely. His right leg initiates the falling motion before any contact occurs, hinting that diving might have been on his mind from the get-go. Adding to the spectacle, it seems even his left foot dived before any actual contact with the Mexican foot beside it. In this nuanced analysis, the intention behind Robben's actions becomes more apparent. It's a subtle yet crafty move, suggesting a calculated effort to draw a favourable decision. This action resulted in a Dutch penalty which was converted and a win for the Netherlands. The world of football, filled with its theatrics, certainly had plenty to dissect from Robben's dive in that memorable World Cup match against Mexico. 4. Cuadrado is given a red card after Ramos fakes. The infamous Sergio Ramos, the master of cunning moves on the football field. In the 2017 Champions League final against Juventus, as Real Madrid was cruising to victory, Ramos decided to add a touch of controversy to the spectacle. With just minutes remaining and Juventus attempting a late comeback, Ramos was not about to let them spoil Real Madrid's party. Summoning his bag of dark arts, Ramos engaged in a little trickery when he felt contact from one Cuadrado. The result? Cuadrado received his marching orders, leaving Juventus a man down in their quest for a consolation goal. But here's the kicker. This wasn't the first time Ramos had pulled off such shenanigans. 3. Riol incredible dive. Sydney FC's Sebastian Riol delivered a performance that left everyone scratching their heads. Positioned just inside the box, Riol took a tumble, seemingly earning a penalty kick for his team. However, here's the kicker. Riol went down entirely on his own. The closest Melbourne Victory defender was oblivious, facing away and focusing on another Sydney player controlling the ball. The result? Utter disbelief on the part of the Melbourne Victory players and a chorus of incredulous reactions from the commentators. "Seriously? What? Seriously?" exclaimed one, while another chimed in with a bewildered, "Dear, oh dear." Riol's solo act became a moment that left fans, players and commentators alike shaking their heads in sheer disbelief. A Valentine's Day match to remember, but not necessarily for the right reasons. 2. Inga Amia Shameful Dive. Let's rewind to the 2012 Africa Cup of Nations match between host Equatorial Guinea and Senegal, where Narcis Ekanga, a second-half substitute, took theatrics to a whole new level. With his team clinging to a 1-0 lead as stoppage time loomed, Ekanga decided to add a touch of drama. As an opponent approached, he went airborne in a spectacular display. But the real spectacle unfolded in the aftermath. Undeterred by the lack of a referee's whistle, Ekanga calmly seized his right ankle, shooting an expectant look towards the official, anticipating a foul. When no call was forthcoming, he elevated his acting game to a whole new level. 1. Diego Maradona's Hand of God. Behold the soccer maestro, Diego Maradona, who possessed the skill to dismantle England single-handedly in the 1986 World Cup quarter-final. And dismantle he did, especially with his second goal. Yet, it's the first one that has an indelible mark on his legendary status. With the ball floating towards the England goal, keeper Peter Shilton ran to get it. But lo and behold, the 8-inch shorter Maradona outmaneuvers Shilton, guiding the ball into the English net. Chaos ensues and protests erupt. Something fishy is afoot. Video replays reveal the Argentine icon slyly nudged the ball with his hand. Unbeknownst to the referee, Argentina triumphs 2-1, ultimately securing World Cup glory. Maradona's magic, questionable or not, became the stuff of football folklore. Maradona later claimed that the goal was scored a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. That's it for the 10 times football players were caught cheating. Which one do you think was the worst? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.